Welcome to Dave's American Flyer Trains. Join me to explore American Flyer trains by A.C. Gilbert, rebuilt and maintained to engineering practices, factory specifications, standards, and underpinned by lessons learned from literature, experience, collaboration, and applied knowledge to update and advance the skill of this craft. Please subscribe. Together we'll preserve these great trains through value-added quality content. Remember, the trains are the show. This is a rebuild of American Flyer by A.C. Gilbert, train set 365, which was a pair called or numbered 360, 374, a PA and PB units from 1951 and 1952 with Air-Chime whistle, and according to Doyle, it is a Type 1 as per the paint scheme. I'm preparing to do what rebuild work is necessary on the B unit, the 364, but there's not a whole lot to be done. This is an amazing piece, considering the fact that its build date is June of 51. Now, I've already made a still photograph of this that was in the presentation. That's right there, June of 51. Notice the plastic is white. And notice they didn't paint right here on the bottom of these side steps. But very pristine. Don't think I've ever seen one of this age this clean. It does not look like it has been out of a box ever, and it looks like it was protected from all elements, extreme heat, extreme cold, moisture, everything. It was not over lubricated. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if any owner in this past ever lubricated it. It had a very, very, very light coat of some sort of lubrication down on these bushings right here, but that's about it. The trucks are in incredible shape and condition, as are the contact wheels. Never seen one survive this long and be this pristine. Look at the speaker. The speaker is the paper front, no damage whatsoever. No dry rot, nothing. All the elements of the wiring is in excellent condition. Even the screws are in excellent condition. I have never seen the body mount screws this shiny, as well as the screws that mount the side frames. They look like they were just pulled from the bin. There's no oil on them, no grease, no discoloration, anything. So I'm going to limit my rebuild to being a light cleanup and then relubrication of these bushings, and then of course polishing the contact wheels, and that's about it. I'm not going to wash this one except for the side frames and their structure. I don't think anything else really needs to be washed. I am going to give it an alcohol wipe down and then a coating of CRC 226 for longer term protection of the chassis and the trucks. But that's about it. I think this one was okay on its decals. Look how pristine these decals are. It's a Type 1 because there is no number here in the doorway. I believe a Type 2 had a stamp of the train number 364 in the door. Looks like it's been rarely, if ever, handled, due to the fact you don't see any disturbance of the base coat whatsoever. Very little on the decals. Now these road numbers have a reputation of coming off on any of these trains, but neither of these has been disturbed much, if any. And of course it shows that it was just a few light scratches up here, but it shows no handling where it was constantly picked up like this or tossed into a box, where you might see a little wear up here where the thumb would have gone and where the fingers wrapped around, leaving oil from the skin on them. Everything, it's just beautiful. It maintains the original paint shine too. Now there's a little bit of discoloration here on the vent. Rust, I'm surprised. Yeah, that's rust on top of the vent, but I'll clean that off. I don't see how it could have developed even rust there when nothing else. Look at the pin on the link coupler. Just nothing. No globs of oil or anything on this. And wait till you see the A unit. It's going to be pretty much the equivalent of this. I'm really looking forward, at least on the exterior, I'm looking forward to getting inside of it to see what it looks like. Following disassembly of the B unit, number 364, I first washed the truck side and bottom plate assemblies, as you'll see here, front and back. Now one thing, notice that they are identical. Exact same piece. This appears, there's going to appear 3 times on this train set, twice on 364 and once on 360. Now, one of the interesting side items from this is the discovery or reintroduction to the spring-assisted link coupler. You can see the spring. See if I can get something to point with here, sorry. Get something to point with right there. It applies pressure to this little plate here and then on the back side of the coupler. So it's spring assisted. Pops back down, turn it over, pops back up. Interesting little contraption. And if they work, I'd like to have them on all my link coupler trains and rolling stock. You get this nice little item here called a coupler arm assembly with it, and then the coupler spring. And I don't even know if you can find the coupler spring because they did not have a PA number. This, I don't think. This is just a common thick shank, black weighted coupler, link coupler, with the black weight puts it in the 48 time frame. I think 49 was the brass, 48 was the black, 47 was the thick shank, non-weight, without a weight, and 46 was the thin shank without a weight. So you get this little guy right here when you disassemble it. Let's move over to the layout and let's just give the speaker. Sounds like they all do. The rebuild of 364 is wrapping up. The truck side and bottom plate assemblies are back on. All the wheels have been cleaned and polished and treated with mineral spirits, pure mineral spirits. The coupler assembly and with the coupler spring is back on. The interior of the train was cleaned, and a protective coat of CRC 226 hopefully will slow down any rust invasion. The top of the chassis was cleaned, the bottom of the chassis was cleaned, and everything was treated. This is a beautiful piece of American Flyer rolling stock, locomotive power, the dummy B unit. It's got the horn in it. So let's go put it on railhead and see how it sounds. Thanks to everyone who watched this video to the end. Please subscribe to the channel to see more of this content. Give a like or comment as you see fit. And above all, remember, the trains are the show.